So something funny to me is that it was announced that Josh Hart is the starting small forward, aka the 3 position for the Portland Trailblazers. The starting lineup has been announced for the Portland Trailblazers. Damian Lillard, Anfernee Simons, Josh Hart, Jerami Grant, and Jusuf Nurkic. Also, I do believe that Anfernee Simons probably only going to start for and play the first 2 to 5 minutes, and then he'll sub out and run mainly with the bench. That way he'll be kind of like the primary backup for whenever Damian Lillard steps off the floor. They'll have Simons on the floor. And I'm not saying that he isn't going to run with the starters. I still think he is, but he'll also he'll lead the second unit. But with that being said, I do find something interesting about this team is the fact that this team now, a lot of Portland Trailblazers fans had actually convinced me that Nazir Little was going to be the starter. But as you guys know, Nazir Little isn't going to be the starter. But this team is 10 players deep with Josh Hart, Anfernee Simons, Damian Lillard, Jerami Grant, Jusuf Nurkic in the starting lineup. That allows the second unit to be Gary Payton II, Keon Johnson, Nazir Little, Justice Winslow, Drew Eubanks, and then probably a little bit of Trenton Watford. But because I think Drew Eubanks is going to be backing up Jusuf Nurkic, and I love Drew Eubanks. Then you got yourselves, okay, behind there, Jerami Grant probably being backed up by a combination of Trendon Watford and Justice Winslow, and Nazir Little backing up Josh Hart with, a little bit of probably Justice Winslow or Keon Johnson, and then Anfernee Simons backed up by Gary Payton II and Keon Johnson, and then Damian Lillard backed up by Anfernee Simons and Gary Payton II, which I find very interesting in itself. And this is a team that I think is very, it's a fun team, okay? And I'm surprised who's going to be, on the two ways for this team, as the Portland Trailblazers did waive Devontae Kakok, Wes Awandu, and Brandon Williams, which I was upset, that they waived our man Brandon Williams. But it's interesting because right now they have Oliver Sarr, a 7-footer from France, and Jared Roden and Isaiah Miller. So it'll be interesting to see who gets moved. But I want to hear your guys' thoughts. What do you guys think of Josh Hart being in the starting lineup? Is that something you guys like, or are you against it? If so, why? But yeah, I find it definitely an interesting, fit for the team per se, as I think when you look at how the team is, set up, Josh Hart gives them way more defense and two-way ability. And like you'll hear in a sec, this is a team that definitely, I think, when you look at on the whole, they will benefit from being, I don't think their bench is as bad as people want to make it seem like. So for me, I think everything's A-okay, and there shouldn't be any room to worry. So that's where I want to hear your guys' thoughts in the comment section. What would you do and why? Because definitely I think it's in something interesting as all hell, because it gives you an idea of what, this team's going to be about. So for me, that's basically it. I hope you guys do. Let me hear your opinions for the rest of the video. Comment down below what you guys think of the end of this video. So I just got back from the gym, and you guys have probably saw the first part of this video, and I just wanted to put some food for thought out there on the Portland Trailblazers as I drive, just to add some minutes to this video. Basically, I think, so I was listening to a podcast, from the Athletic NBA show, and they brought up a good point about how deep, teams are in the East, and I think the West is equally as deep. I think the West is equally as deep in my opinion. And I just think one part that's interesting when I was listening to this is the creativity of offensive scoring was something we're talking about with the Warriors. And I want to apply that thought of thinking to the Portland Trailblazers and due to the fact that their starting lineup, in my opinion, Damian Lillard and Anfernee Simons combined are going to average 50 points a night, okay? You throw in Jerami Grant, that's 67 points because Jerami Grant's going to average 17. You get at least another 15 points from Josh Hart, that's 82 points. And then you get at least a double-double of 10 points from Jusuf Nurkic. That means your starting lineup's at least going to give you 92 points. And Anfernee Simons, he's probably going to start, but like I said earlier in the video, his first 5 minutes after that, he's going to go and run with the bench. Then you got Gary Payton II. You got Keon Johnson, okay? You got yourself Justice Winslow, and you have Drew Eubanks. All you need is your bench to score 20 to 30 points a night, and you're winning hella games. Let me know your thoughts down below. That's it. Bye.